Hello my stitchy friends, today I'm gonna stitch sampler Ann Morison 1830 and I already started just one line and I'm gonna make another one. So I decided to talk to you while I'll be stitching because I don't have to count, and it's always fun to do this stuff with someone else. I'll imagine you with me and you listen to me, and yeah, let's start. Oh, I did not record. I was talking to you and I did not record. Anyway, I will start again talking to you. First of all, I wanted to say that I'm a big fan of Hands Across the Sea samplers, and I discovered them once they started. I wanted to stitch every single chart they produced that time, and I even ordered a chart, but the store didn't deliver it on time and I started something else, and you know, then I was in the very beginning I wanted to stitch everything with silks, but then I count how many designs I wanted to have, and like maybe some of them I will stitch with DMC. And I'm happy I did not buy all of them because they're really expensive when you count. I have also other designs. So I said to myself, I'll finish one, I'll buy threads for another one. Because I have now quite a few charts from this company, and I always watch Nicola's videos. They're interesting and they're always education for me because I learn a lot. And yeah, the quality of the chart is amazing. I think it's the best in the market because the story before sampler and how much work they put in, I really appreciate it. And I remember myself finding one work and then I will forget, I will not buy. After years I'll find the same design and I will buy it and I will stitch it, and it gives me nostalgia. These kind of designs for me are the best. And did not plan to stitch exactly this Ann Morison. I didn't even see it till I get it. And I was like, wow. And when I saw it stitched, it's amazing. And that's why I started it. Thanks to Kitty being so nice to me. Only because of you I started this design finally. I will experience what it is, Hands Across the Sea, and how what kind of feelings I will have while I'm stitching. Of course, I love it so much so far because I stitch not on a really small count. This is 37th count of linen. As well, I have, I'll show you which threads matching my scissors in case you didn't see in my previous video. This is Soie d'Alger and number 2646. And this is my cute scissors, they're all matching. Yeah, my plan is to stitch at least one page and then I will change my whip, or maybe I'll stitch something small in between, but number one task is to stitch one page. I made a copy of the chart because for me it's not comfortable to put the whole brochure here and stitch it from original chart. That's why I made a working copy. I cannot stitch from the chart on a table, or it should be here, otherwise on my hoops, otherwise I'll make mistakes. I tried many different things. I even tried to stitch from laptop, make it bigger for 100%. No, I need physically trace what I stitch, and I wish I was a stitcher who doesn't do that, because then I will save lots of my time, I'll progress more than I do. But for me it's another hobby to trace what I stitch. It's like I'm painting by numbers. which is cross stitch actually is. So a few years ago, when we just moved to United States, I saw these primitive samplers, and in my collection I only had kits. Most of them were dimensions. I was like, I should not buy all of them. But then I was stitching, and I love Quakers from Rosewood Manor, Mirabilia, stuff like that. They were very, very nice designs, and they were so new for us Russian-speaking stitchers. Well, lots of them they stitched before, but you didn't see them on YouTube as much. So yeah, that time I'll never forget. I like opened my eyes. Now I don't know what we did not see yet on the market. Lots of different kind of designs, and I love lots of different lots of type of cross stitch, including mandalas. Now I'm obsessed with them, and the only thing we need time and more money to buy everything we want to stitch. Anyway, I was stitching dimensions, said to myself, enough. I feel doing the same work over and over again. I need to change my routine. I need to include some samplers, some primitives. Well, I do stitch just then, it's kind of primitive, but I really wanted to stitch something like this. And last night I was stitching till 11 something, and in the morning I'm gonna change my whip. I need to add something completely different, because for the past 2 years I've stitched lots of dimensions, lots of it, and I love it, and the more I stitch the more I want, but there is no more excitement like I had before. That's why I wanted to have something different, which I planned as well. I planned Janet Douglas, but maybe summertime, because now I have lots of whips. I need to finish some big design and start mandala, Herbolarius. This will be my first big mandala, because I stitched already 2 designs from Martina. And this is my first design from Hands Across the Sea. So happy, so I can explain to you. You know, when I first started stitching, like, it's not bad, and I thought I was stitching on the 40th count of linen, but this is 37th, which is great. I mean, I still I see amazing. I start to feel that I need to go to eye doctor, and I tried like 5 times now, and every single time I come, or he is off, or he is somewhere else. Well, I don't want to wait for 20 minutes. Better we'll do something else. Or I don't have time to wait. Stuff like that. But today or tomorrow I will go with Paul, and we will go to eye doctor. Hopefully I'm not as bad as I'm thinking now, because I can see without glasses very good. I think my eyes got used to do some small work. And when I look far, I see everything blur. And this is my task to do. And what else? Just want to enjoy my stitching, because I have free time now. I still do some work, but not as before. So happy. Yesterday I completed the last project, and I hope April will be all for me. All. I wanna stitch, I wanna have 1 day off at least. Well, I had this Sunday, I had first day off, which I did not plan. I just decided enough. I need to have some time where I don't have to go somewhere every day. I have something, and I'm happy I have some work, but from the same time, I just want to sit 1 day and do whatever I want, just for myself. Stitch, look after myself, do some masks, scrubbing my body, massage. I love to look after myself at home. I don't go salons, not often, as other girls. If I go, I just do massages. That's it. but I like to use a brush. I have special brush for the body, and it's great for you. It's circulated your blood and helping you to keep your body in shape. Of course, you have to combine it with a diet and stuff like that. But let's go back to stitching. So this brochure, I discovered that stretching here it's a little bit skewed. I don't know who stretched this work, especially for the picture, but I guess they did not use threads to stretch at the back. And now I see it and when I finish this piece, I want everything properly done. And yeah, you see this line is not straight. This is what I discovered, but the sampler itself, it's very, very pretty. It was anniversary design for traditional stitches. It had 20 years celebration of their 20 years, and I read a little story about the store and about this sampler, about Morrison family, stuff like that. Very interesting. Maybe one day I will tell you shortly. Yeah, so I have to fix my thread and I'll come back to you just a second. So today is my third day of stitching this gorgeous sampler, and yeah, I could not finish on Monday recording this video for you. But anyway, I was playing with the light because my camera is new. I have to get used to it. I have to find out what is the best for her, what kind of light she likes. And I just realized I'm having the same needle minder as flower I'm stitching. I was like, wow, I did not see it before. And because I got this needle minder on the same day I started recording this video, when I started this sampler, yeah, this needle minder arrived. It's fun. And I just realized that I have tulips and I have exactly the same needle minder. Yeah, I did not put it on purpose. So yeah, I can't stop stitching this design, and extremely happy because something different to what I was stitching before. And I said to myself, I'll finish one page, I'll put it away, I'll come back to my older whips. Now it's third page, and I hope after this video will change my whip, because I want to make progress on some designs I see I might will have finished, and also I wanna finish some starts from 2018. But again, I'm not gonna be very strong with myself, very hard, and I just will try to do it slowly but surely. Yeah, these silks amazing. I like working with them. The crosses could be better, but I just need to find out what is the best way to stitch, because it's a little bit different, the twist a little bit different than DMC threads, and I have not stitched with this kind of threads for some time. Anyway, I'm gonna stitch a border under here. That's why I left area for you to see how I'm stitching, because I don't like to talk and stitch very much, because I make lots of mistakes, or I don't know what I'm saying. I just thinking about my crosses and not following my theme. Some people asking me what is the difference between stitching this sampler, this design, and other designs, and what do you feel about stitching Hands Across the Sea sampler. First of all, I feel like I'm stitching Rosewood Manor, especially this area reminds me a lot of Rosewood Manor, And funny enough, I had my first sampler quaker in my life. It was quaker or sampler tulip. You know, I've shown you many times, and I don't know. And here is my first Hands Across the Sea, and there are tulips here as well. Maybe I'm attracted to tulips, maybe they like me. I don't know. But again, stitching with silks. Previously I was stitching Rosewood Manor with Wix Dye Works or DMC. This one is stitched with silks, which is also confusing me because I feel like I'm stitching Mirabilia, or I just finished design from Shutterline. So I have something from this thread probably. Yeah, so it's like mix of emotions, but I don't know what to say. I like the fabric. Fabric is so different, and it's not a full coverage, so you see your progress faster and something new. You know, I always liked those designs, and if I have not my stash, I would definitely stitch by now few of them. Sometimes I'm thinking I'm Mirabilia stitcher, sometimes I think I'm Dimension stitcher. I guess I like everything to stitch. So our Easter is coming, and you will celebrate it a little bit earlier because I had a question before about our Easter and if I prepare myself to it or no. I do like celebrate Easter, and this year, because I'm Russian Orthodox, our Easter will be on 2nd of May. I know you will celebrate it earlier, and Daniel and Paul also will celebrate it earlier. I will celebrate with them as Christmas, the same thing here. So I don't even think we will be here in Ukraine for Easter. But it's so much fun. I love going to the church to see all baskets. People prepare some baskets. They put their Easter bread. They put there some other food, water, wine, everything. Now it's a fasting season, and I'm not supposed to eat some kind of food like meat products, but not following that. I've never done, to be honest, fasting, but maybe one day I will. And last year I stitched bunny. If I had my basket, again I would put there another stuff my other friends gave to me, stitched with beads, and I would put bunny there. I will make nice picture, but I don't think we will be here. It's a little bit sad because first of all it will be warm. Now our spring is here. I have mood to go outside. It's so nice. Listen to the birds, how they're singing, because here you listen them, you can hear them. They are so loud sometimes, and especially in the mornings. This is how I used to get up with the birds. Yes, so my plan is to stitch this design, to have a finish definitely by the maybe by summertime. Well, slowly, you know, 1 page a week. I think I can do that and have this finish, because my designs I finished in 2020. I didn't have any sampler, I think. No primitives, no anything, and I miss this kind of stitching, and I hope I always will have it in my routine. Once in a while I need that. Yes, it's easy, it's super easy, but I think because this sampler was made for, not because it was made for the store, or maybe it is, I don't know, but it seems like it's much easier than other samplers from the same company. I don't know, but there will be lots of Algerian eyelets and people who doesn't like stitching them. You see this heart and ABC everywhere. Not lots, little bit of backstitch, I would say. You can go to Instagram, and this is how I follow now people who participating in this sale. I check hashtag Ann Morison sale, and you can see pictures of people who gonna stitch it or stitching already or finish. I saw a couple of finishes, maybe there are more on Facebook. I still did not add that group, I need to check it, but I'm scared that I will see lots of finishes and I will not have motivation to stitch. I'll definitely will be in that group later, but for now I wanna enjoy a little bit, not knowing what I will have because it will make my needle faster if I want to see lots of whips and finishes. But sometimes I need this kind of inspiration to see who else stitching and what and how, on which count. My friend also got this sampler. I did not know. She's not really a sampler person. She more into mandala, but I was surprised she has this sampler. Maybe because it's limited. Not limited, maybe it's because it's special for the store. Actually, today I found that store traditional stitches in Instagram, and I subscribe them, and I find out that they have a YouTube channel, so I'm gonna check it because I love seeing this kind of videos, especially if I had my cross stitch store. Obviously I would show it of course, but this is how people sometimes finding something. Like one Russian speaking girl, she lives in United States, she showed some stuff in Stitcher's Paradise, and I thought I bought everything from there. And I saw it and I stopped and I check it again, and then I asked my friend to see if they still have some stuff I needed. So sometimes I think it's a good business idea to show your store, and people will see something they will like, they will order from you. And I see lots of stores doesn't even have a website. I don't know why. Maybe because they prefer to sell their stuff offline, so people come to their store. I don't know. I'm not into that business, so I can't know all the details, but I think it will be better if you show your stuff there, attract people more. And my next design, I don't know what to do. I want to stitch Mirabilia, but I want to go back to dimensions, even it's winter design, and focus on my finish. I don't know what to do, and thinking about it, every single stitch I made on this sampler, like which design I should choose. Actually, last night I wanted to stitch Mirabilia because I saw one girl, she was showing her charts, and then I look at her page. She has lots of Mirabilia. I don't know which video she is watching. Sometimes Ilona, she is watching my Russian and English videos, and if I make first video in Russian, she will watch them. But yeah, sometimes I get my inspiration from my subscribers. It's not a secret. I have one lady send it to me, a picture of one sampler years ago, and I really like it, and I bought it right away. And that Roses Blanches from that French company, I have to go back to that sampler again, because I might will take it with me on a trip. There is only one color of silk, Madeira, I'm using there, and it won't take so much space in my luggage. Also, I'm a little bit scared now to travel with cross stitch, because if we go for 2 months, at least for 2 months, then we might come back and go for longer. We have to take Daniel with us on a second trip because he will finish school by then. I'm scared that I can't bring all my cross stitch with me in my hand luggage. They take in your hand carry on. You can only have your bag, like small bag, handbag, not a luggage. Okay, there I might will put some designs without hoops, without needles, without anything. Just be sure that they won't lose our luggage, because if you travel far, we won't travel far. You have to change your plane, and sometimes you have 1-2 hours for layover, and this is how your luggage will be lost, because they won't have time to move it to another plane. I have this couple of times, and I know it will arrive. I know there are no chances they'll have enough time to put your luggage in the next plane, and still you're worrying because you don't know, maybe everything will be lost. You know, one time me and my sister, we traveled from Barcelona to Kiev, and from Kiev to Dnipropetrovsk. There is a city next to my, it's like 1 hour drive from the airport to here. And I asked my sister, please take key with us, just in case. She's like, no, it's fine, it's fine. Key from the house, key from the car, I mean, everything there. Besides, we have other stuff. And guess what? We arrived to Kiev. We had 45 minutes to change our plane. I'm taking another color of thread. Of course, there are no chances they will move your luggage to another plane in no time, basically. We arrive in Dnipropetrovsk. We're waiting for our luggages. Obviously, nothing came out. And what we can do? We have no car key, and our car was parked at the airport. We have no key from the apartment, nothing. Next day, we took a taxi. We drove back home to my mom's place, and she has a spare key. Then we have to come back, and I was so worried because I left there my watches, and I was like, okay, key, what were you thinking? I forgot, I completely forgot I put my watches in that luggage, but I was so happy, everything arrived. Same like we went to Romania with Paul. They lost everything. We did not even have things to change because we just put everything there. But it was weird because in Istanbul we had 7 hours layover, so I don't know, the guy came into plane from Istanbul to what's the city we were traveling? The capital city. I forgot. Romania. It came out of my head right now. The guy came on a plane. Bucharest. He's like looking for Paul. Are you Paul? He's like, yes. Are you traveling to Romania? He said, yes, of course, we're here. Where else can we travel? He like look at him. He like, okay, and he left. It was really strange, and he all the time he was thinking, what did I do? What's happened? Is people will wait for me? Did I did something wrong? And then we realized why he came to check. He could have tell us, you know, so we won't be disappointed. We received our luggage. So I was so happy because there was everything there. That's why I never take my stuff on a plane, like cross stitch, always with me in my bag. Of course, I can't take it stand, but if stand you can buy again. Imagine if you stitch something for half a year, it's half a year of your time. It's sad to lose anything, but most of the time airplane companies, they find your luggage. Very rare when they completely lose your luggage. But it's happened, and you have to be ready for it. Also, you ask me many times, what do I take on a plane with me? I'll show you small scissors, and you can take them. Also needles, I never had problems with. I even took once a pack organizer with 50 needles there, was no problem. But very rare when I stitch on a plane. It was once I was adding beads to my Eliana. Yeah, let me put my camera on pause and I'll show you what kind of scissors you can take. Because I had many times people asking me. Okay, let me show you quickly what I would take, for example, with me on a plane. First of all, the best is little mill heel kits, you know, like little tiny ones, or this kind of stitching as well will work, because you don't have to stretch your fabric, you don't have to have hoops even. You will be you will have everything in this kind of kits. And yeah, you have the whole kit, same mill heel, exactly the same. Because this is from Ukrainian company, sorry. And I'm trying to open a box, because I'll take some boxes with me, or made of fabric, whatever will fit your bag. You can have your little slide for your needles, or there are different kind of slides and organizers. Here also I have needles. I don't know which one I will take with me, but whatever, it will work. And there are clover, not scissors, but stuff you can cut your thread with. And bohin as well, they made the same stuff, the circle one with the knife, but I couldn't find it. Did not want to spend my time to look for it, because I'll find one day, I'll show you. This kind of scissors you're allowed to take. They're less than 5 centimeters or less than 2 inches. You can take them. I'm not sure about this others, but I have them few. Sometimes I take them for travel project. This maybe will be too big, or maybe they're exactly 5 centimeters. And this one also, they're not as comfortable as other scissors, but they will do their job, no problem. And you can put in this box or cosmetic bag everything you need, like whatever, threads, marker, even your mill heel will fit in here. Just should have prepared myself better. But I hope you will get an idea. If you're traveling, you can take your cross stitch as well. And I have 3 different kind of books from DMC. I just got these 2 beautiful Jasnan. They might be used for little pins, or for what you call it, beads. They're great for beads, for leftover beads. Okay, the rest I'll show you later, because I just got the parcel from Paradise, from Stitcher's Paradise. Again, but I am not stitching on a plane when it's like really short flight. It will take me longer to put all that stuff next to me and start stitching. When you have more than 3-4 hours, then it will make sense. Sometimes you don't feel like you want to read, but I prefer to read on the plane, because nothing disturbing me. I don't have Wi-Fi, and I'm focusing all on my book. Or if we fly for really long distance, I would watch movie. I'll get tired from stitching, I will get tired from reading book, and then I will watch movie. But again, I hope we all will come back to normal life soon. Maybe it will be 2022, but it will be one day. Let me stitch a little bit more here, because I want to finish this border, and it's so much fun to stitch with you. Because I don't have to count, and time passing very quick. I have to say I really love this fabric. I like the color, I like the quality, and it's not as thin as Belfast. Anyway, I found out that I have to use here very, very tiny needles, and I yesterday went and bought 4 bags of pony needles. They're so cheap, so cheap. Quality is poor, but they do their job. This is 26, but in other needles there are 28, because I bought 28 without opening them. I did not know that there are they have their own counts, and they were petites. They were like for stitching skin in Mirabilia. Look how thin they are. They are perfect for this sampler. And when I tried these needles, I was okay. I was like, oh, it will make sense to try them. But then I found out that the quality was so poor. But now, when I have lots of different kind of whips, and if these needles will break, I'll just throw away and buy new ones. But sometimes I do when I stitch with my tulips. But tulips doesn't have that thin needle, especially when you stitch with one thread. It's better to have new needles for silks, because they will not stop in you, they will not bother. Also, you have to have manicure, because sometimes your skin will stop. It's annoying thread, and you have to be prepared for it. But I think you all know that stuff. So my mom visited me yesterday. I took her to the cross-stitch store. Well, it's not really a cross-stitch store. It is, but they will sell their stuff for people who just started stitching. Very simple designs. But at least I can buy there my DMC and my some needles, or maybe even fabric. Right next to my house, it's like 2-3 minutes walking distance. Go there. I did show you a little video one day. Okay, my friends, I will stop now camera, and I wish you a wonderful day, and I hope to make a little bit more progress on this sampler, because I do want to finish this spring. It should be done this spring. Again, thank you so much, and bye bye.